For your warm-ups on lesson 2.1, some of you are struggling, so let me help you with this. Remember how to get to your warm-ups? Is everybody there?
Yes. I'm fixing my problem.
You can click on this little red menu and make sure you go to 2.1 warm-up. Okay? In the warm-up it says, write the word sentence as an equation. Okay? An equation has an equal sign. That's why you get the word equation. If it says expression, it does not have an equal sign. Okay? 16 less than a number A. So A is the variable they want you to use for the number. Equals 9. So 16 less than A. How would I write that as just the expression? Yes, McDiego. A minus 16. Because 16 is less than A. You need to start knowing that vocab. When you hear less than, when it's in this equation, it's subtraction. Okay, unless it's comparing numbers. Then you have the greater than or equal to. Okay, then I say equals 9. Make sense? Okay, let's do the second one. Write the word sentence as an equation. 9 less than a number P equals 18. Boy, that sounds just like the other one.
So it'll be maybe 9 minus
9 is less than the P. So which one comes first? P. So I'm going to say P. Joelle, finish it. Joelle, finish it. Minus 9. And Lily, what's the last part? Equals 18. Okay? Any questions? All right. Get your journals. Skip the exploration. You need to start writing this. Okay, I'm going to move my face. Okay.
Can we start at PIDs?
Okay, you may choose not to write this upper part if you read it first. Okay, you need to write the below section. Key ideas, both of those. But you have to read the upper part first. Okay, I'll give you just a moment to do that. All right, let's go to our first example. Put this in your journals. Okay, so we are going to find each product. What does product mean? Answer to what? Nope.
Sum is addition.
Sum is addition. Product is the answer to multiplication. This is one of those vocab words you need to know. If you hear the word, find me the product, product means you're multiplying something. So in here, you see I'm multiplying -5 times -6. Okay? What is a negative times a negative? Positive. So then we know our answer is going to be positive. What is 6 times 5? 30.
Negative 30. Positive 30.
Negative times a negative is positive, so we know it's positive. It's okay.
No, I was thinking the opposite.
You were going ahead of your brain.
Yeah.
I understand. Good. Now on your calculator, could I do this on a calculator? Yes, I can hit this little negative button at the bottom. That's how you put a negative in. I did not teach that. Whoops. -5 times -6. Also 30.
Why does the decimal say 6 on the bottom? I just kind of want to.
You have a mode. Clear the mode. Okay, let's do the next one. 3, and then you have open parentheses, -4. What does the number in the parentheses mean? What kind of math are we doing? Here's your clue. What does it say? We're doing multiplication. When you have a number outside of a parenthesis, it means we're multiplying that number times everything inside. So we're doing 3 times -4. Comprende?
Yes.
Okay, we have one negative here, so what's my answer going to be?
-12.
It is going to be negative. And then what is 3 times 4?
12.
Joelle, thank you. -12 will be your answer. So the product of this equation is -12. Any questions on that? Anybody else? Got it in your journals? Once you have, you may begin your try-its. I'll wait till everybody's got it in their journal. Nope, yep. I think this lesson, you guys will like this chapter. It's not super hard. Okay, does everybody have this? Can I close this? All right, good. All right, so you're hitting the next button. You have 6 try-its. Work on those. It's already saved. Okay, moving on. Example 2, get your journals. Write this in your journals. Okay, we have 4 here. Here's where your calculator can help you check your work. But we're going to do it without a calculator or with your brains first. I believe in you. Shh, you are smart. So we're going to find -2 to the power of 2. When it is inside parentheses with the exponent on the outside, you include the negative. So this is like saying -2 times -2. What's a negative times a negative?
Positive.
So then it becomes a positive answer, and what is 2 times 2? 4. So on your calculator, when you put it in, you have to put it in parentheses before you hit the square button. So you would put open parenthesis, -2, close parenthesis, and then hit x squared. Can't find it. Open parenthesis, -2, close parenthesis, squared. And hit enter, and you'll see it's a positive 4. Okay, well, we just did it with your brain. You don't have to use a calculator. All right, so now let's look at B. Shh. B, you see there's no parentheses. Am I interrupting whatever you're working on? Okay, then I need your attention up here. When there's no parentheses, this exponent only applies to the number. It does not apply to that negative. So the negative just becomes in the answer because there's only one negative. So it's like saying, what is 2 squared? What is 2 squared? 4. And you put the negative back in front of it. Okay, write this down. Okay, so you have to remember those parentheses. They make a difference. They will make you get your answer completely wrong if you don't pay attention. Yes?
So the no parentheses with the -2 that means the 4 can be -2.
Correct.
Oh, and the negative is on the outside of the parentheses because the answer will be negative.
Yes, right here. It's showing you how to process this with your brain.
Yeah, because you multiply it
And then you just put the negative on the outside. Very good. Right. So on your calculator, I could just put -2 and square it without parentheses, and you'll see you'll get the -4. Make sense? All right, let's do the next one. We have -2 times 17 times -5. According to PEMDAS, in what order do I do this?
Parentheses.
Okay, the parentheses is solved. It's -5. What's the next thing?
Times it by
There's no exponent. So we're going to multiply, divide from which direction?
left.
Left to right. So I'm going to start with -2 times 17. What is -2 times 17? All of you have a calculator sitting right there.
But I solved it differently.
Okay, you could also do commutative property. Is that the way you did it, Ricky? So commutative property rearranges the equation, and it will make it to where you can do it in your head. So look up here. Since these are all 3 multiplication, I can actually exchange positions here with the 17 and the -5. See how we did this here?
Yes.
Can I do -2 times -5?
Yes.
What's a negative times a negative?
Positive.
2 times 5?
10.
10. So now it's a positive 10 times 17. Is that a whole lot easier to do? Yes. What is 10 times 17? 170. Okay? So when the whole entire equation is multiplication like that, you can rearrange. I bet you this is what you did in your head, Ricky. No. What'd you do?
So first, I times the -5 times the 17. That gave me -85 And I times the negative 85 times the negative 2, and I got 170.
Okay.
Brain.
He likes to do it difficult, but that works. It works. You can do it in that order.
Big brain.
All right, so let's do the last one. Make sure you guys are writing all these steps in your journals. The last one, -6, open parentheses, -3 plus 4 plus 6. According to PEMDAS, what's the first thing we should do? Parentheses. So we're going to do what?
Negative 3 plus 4.
What's -3 plus 4?
1.
Very good. Now what are we going to do? Add, subtract, multiply, divide. Which one's first?
The multiplied.
Multiply, divide. PEMDAS is MD first. So I'm going to do -6 times 1 first. What's -6 times 1?
6.
-6 times 1?
Negative 6.
-6. So then I have -6 plus 6.
7. I mean, 0.
I heard somebody yell 7.
I'm sorry.
-6. These are additive inverses, remember? We have the negative version of the positive version. Additive inverse makes it a 0. Any questions on any of these?
That's a big fat 0.
It is a big fat 0.
I love it.
Okay, do the next set of triads. I'm going to leave this up for a minute. Okay, I know you're not all done. That's fine. Just pause where you're at. We're going to do the last example so that way you have all the examples in your journals. Get your journal ready.
Okay.
This is example 3. Hey, Sudoku. I love Sudoku.
Wait, it's not 5 or 7. I'm still stuck in 8.
So just wait. Just come do the example in your journal real quick.
No, I'm still at 7.
Shh.
I'm not done yet.
Shh. Whisper. All right. You solve a number puzzle on your phone. You start with 250 points. You finish the puzzle in 8 minutes and 45 seconds. You make 3 mistakes. What is your score? So let's look at how we score. What does each mistake penalize us with? -50 points. However, each second under 10 minutes equals how many points? 1 bonus point. So we can create an equation to solve this. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. So first thing we have to understand, you're given ways that you gain points and you're given ways that you lose points. So we start with, well, we're trying to solve for score. We take our starting number of points. How many points did we start with? 250. We add the number of mistakes times what?
Negative 50.
-50. So it'll be 3 times -50. And then we add in our time bonus, right? All right, so now let's put the numbers into this. So we have 250 as our starting point. Plus, how many mistakes did we make?
3.
So 3 times, how many penalties did we have? Oh, penalty per mistake, I'm sorry. We put -50 where that is. We had 3 mistakes at -50. And then what was our time bonus?
2
Nothing.
minutes.
How many seconds under 10 minutes were we?
2 minutes, 50 seconds. 2 minutes.
How many seconds were we?
2 minutes and 45.
We were 2 minutes and 45 seconds. No, we were 1 minute and 15 seconds under. Remember, everything's worth 60 seconds?
75.
1 minute and 15 seconds times 1 bonus point would be 75 times 1, which would be, 75 times 10.
Someone's 50.
Good job. I think I said that incorrectly out loud. So you found out how many minutes you were under the 10 minutes, 1 minute 50. You converted this to all seconds, which is 75 seconds. And you got 1 point per second, so 75. Now can we solve this?
Yes.
Yes.
100 plus 75.
It's still there. Okay, so we're going to do left to right, except for we do have parentheses here, so we need to multiply first. So what is 3 times -50?
-150.
-150. When you have a plus negative here, which one wins?
The negative.
Negative, so it's like saying 250 minus 150, which is
175.
just 2 minutes. You need to hear what I ask. 250 minus 150 is 100. And then the last step is to add the 75. Joel likes to skip to the end. So we scored 175 points. I love Sudoku. All right, any questions on this? Guys, when you're creating a problem using a word problem, you have to really figure out what it's asking to create the math problem, okay? You saw they underlined things in that paragraph. They circled things, the numbers. When I hear you guys read me a word problem, as soon as I hear a number, I write it down. So whatever tricks you need to do to help you write down to make your equation. Okay? So then you need to finish your... I'll come back to this. You need to finish all the way through self-assessment number 17, I believe is the end. Yep. So that if you haven't finished that, that's what you have to do for homework tonight. It is due tomorrow. All the way through 17, and that's it. Okay? All right. Good luck.